Hello everyone that might watch this. Yeah, a little bit of a different kind of video to me than I've done before on tattoos, but not totally. I'm going to reference the fact that there's a previous video in this playlist that I will link that I've done, that I did a tattoo video on using TattooMed, which is another version of Second Skin, you know, like Dermalized, Tagaderm, Sanaderm. TattooMed is another one of those. But I'm doing, this is a little bit different, but if you literally want to watch step by step on how you use that and cleaning a tattoo and follow me along, you know, through that whole sort of 5 days to a week and that, while I used that and then I used moisturizer, go and watch that beforehand. But I will give you a little bit of a backstory on this. Now this is going to be a slightly different video, like I said, because literally today I got tattooed 2 days ago. I got a beautiful Mickey Mouse in his Fantasia outfit with a Christmas tree, sort of a Disney Christmas theme tattoo on my left inner ankle. Yes, was it painful? Yes, it was. But it's not all about what that tattoo is and all of that lot. But since then, I did as I always did. I came home, iced it to, you know, prevent any more redness and soreness and swelling. And it also helps with blood rush pain, which I have had with this, unfortunately. And that, put the second skin on, you know, well, no, correction, cleaned it and all of that lot first, the usual procedure. Yeah, and then, very quickly, although I was expecting it, it did fill up with a heck of a lot of, I could tell it was plasma, but it did fill up with ink too. Nothing abnormal there at all. That was Friday night. It literally, by the Saturday morning, you pretty much couldn't see the tattoo. It was full of liquid. So of course I changed the second skin Saturday morning, you know, cleaned it, put a new strip on, and normally that's the only time that I ever do fill up with liquid and ink. It usually is just overnight, and then I put a new clean on, and then I'll leave that on for another 4 days, because you're only supposed to keep TattooMed on for 5 days in all. And but then super quickly started filling up with liquid again, and I kept thinking, well, I don't particularly want to change it again. But it literally got to the point where it had started, even though the seals were extremely tight, it was starting to actually leak out of it, so I had no choice and all of that lot. So, and then it filled up again. So I actually changed it twice yesterday. So I don't know how many dressings that is now. I think that's what, 3 or 4 in all now. And now Sunday morning, to my dismay, I wake up again and it's still filling with liquid. Now, taking into account, I'll link a photograph, unless I can, actually, yes, I probably can show you. Down, yeah, here we go. Oh, now, there you go. Hopefully you can see that well enough. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so as you can see, it's got a lot of colour in it, as you would expect it to have been a Disney tattoo. But at this point, I'm thinking, oh my God. And it's not ink at all. It's pure plasma, which makes me think, oh, it's my body trying to heal this and that. So of course I seek some advice from some dear friends of mine in the tattoo Facebook group that I'm in, and my artist, and they all kind of agree, and they all kind of came with the same conclusion. My artist included, thinking, you know, basically, even though second skin is really good and it is breathable, clearly I think it's a combination of how many times I've ripped it off. I've aggravated, you know, that does aggravate the skin and it makes the skin sore. I mean, it's calmed down a lot now. I mean, I'm touching it now and it doesn't feel sore at all, but it was very red this morning, as you'd imagine, and all of that lot. So, and everything. But also, I think it's literally, you know, my body it's just gone into overdrive. And sometimes, even though this is the reason why I'm kind of documenting this. This is unknown territory to me. Clearly, my body is just trying to heal this the best way it can. And as they said, you know what? They all advised me, take the second skin off, give it a breather and that. Now, I initially thought, well, maybe I should just let it breathe for a few hours and then wrap it up again tonight. But very quickly I realised, no, I have had one other occasion with this tattoo. This one, unfortunately, I couldn't use second skin for the full 5 days because one, it was very, very hot. And it wasn't the fact it aggravated it, not like Lauren had. It was the fact that it's a very awkward area, and because you're moving it a lot, it literally just didn't stay in place. But that one was an easy one to heal. It barely scabbed whatsoever. I think because it's just simple line work and script work, isn't it, really? Unlike this one. But no, I suppose this counts as day 3. So I took it off, cleaned it, put the tiniest little drop of moisturiser, like barely, I don't know, like a fingernail's worth, because you shouldn't put too much moisturiser on it too early. And that, after this very long intro, leads me to why I'm mostly filming this, because there's one thing I have often wanted to try ever since I saw Lauren from Treacle Tats, who I'm in her Facebook group with, she used, on one occasion, she used Tattoo Goo to heal tattoos because she wanted to try it out and all of that lot. And I've often wanted to try this, and although I have often thought, isn't this a bit expensive? Oh, throwing it on the floor now, and everything. But I thought, do you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. Since I've used the TattooMed for 2.5 days and all of that lot, and it hasn't got scabs, but I think everyone with a tattoo would know it is already getting that dry thing. So to my relief, the one thing I was worried about is, what if it starts leaking? It leaks all over my clothes. But no, clearly it was filling up with liquid because of the second skin that was on it. And that, so, apologies guys for this being like nearly 8 minutes long, because I can't see any of this being edited somehow. And that, so this is what I'm planning to do. And then I thought, well, I could give you guys, anyone that sees this, my opinion on this, because often, if you think about it, you put second skin on for several days and then you use a moisturizer afterwards. Well, I haven't seen anyone use second skin for a few days and then use Tattoo Goo's moisturising aftercare lotion afterwards. So I thought this would be quite a good experiment with all of this lot. So yeah, so now I think you all know about washing a tattoo, so I'm not going to need to show you this, but I don't know about you, but sometimes I find it just easier rather than getting, you know, trying to put your leg in the shower. I've got a bowl of warm water here, just and that. I've got my, yes, pink, can you believe? Got my kitchen towel, and I'm not going to use my antibacterial one because I've actually found that this liquid soap from L'Occitane is really, really gentle, and I've actually found that it has been a lot less stingy on it. And also I have heard reports that have said that antibacterial soap on new tattoos, even though it's very, very cleansing, it can actually make your colours fade as well, I've also heard. So I thought I would try this. So I'm literally just going to clean this again because I've been out for a few hours, and then I'm going to apply this. So just bear with me and I'll come back in a minute. There you go guys. I've like I said, I've just given it a good clean. Of course, wash your hands before you clean it. Just washed it with that soap, rinsed it off, and then used the paper towel to dry it thoroughly and all of that lot. Yep. Yeah, it's very important to use, excuse me, to use paper towels. Well, every expert I've watched on tattoo videos has said to use paper towels because, you know, it's a lot more hygienic and all of that lot. So yeah, in case you're wondering why I've got pink kitchen towel, this is just what my my mum bought, and that I think this might have been like a limited edition for like breast cancer or something, because that's pink and all of that lot. Now, so yeah, so that's the lotion I'm going to use. I bought this one because you can buy this in an absolute kit. Once again, I know, like I said, Lauren from Treacle Tats has reviewed this extensively. You can buy it in a big box collection with the antibacterial wash. She did say that it was extremely strong, so I would advise, if you ever go to use that stuff, use it lightly. It did have the like the sort of Vaseline type of TattooMed, which is what you use like right in the early stages. This one and the the one that revives old tattoos with healing. Now, because my skin is quite dry normally, and this is the 3rd day in, and I can feel that this is starting to dry up. I mean, I just hope I don't. I mean, I probably am going to scab over this, unfortunately, but who knows? This is really unknown territory for me. Yes, I have had scabs post second skin, but they've usually been just like really, really light ones, or in the case of my Care Bear, yeah, I had a really late one that took ink out of it like a couple of weeks afterwards. I don't know what happened there. Speaking of my Care Bear, I actually had my Care Bear fix, the eyes on the bear needed. So I'm actually going to rub some of this also on that as well, because it is a touch-up. Although haven't had any leakage or anything out there, but it was a light touch-up, but still quite a significant one. So yeah. So, and in case you're wondering, you can buy this individually at Superdrug. This is where I bought this. It is a bit expensive in my opinion. It's like $5.99 for a small tube, but yeah. So here goes, eh? Oh. Ah, that helps. Squeezing it out and it's sealed, but that's good to see. Because yeah, it's never good if you don't see the seal on it, so second time lucky. Yeah, not going to use too much of this because they always say never to suffocate tattoos, and I do wonder if sometimes I do use too much moisturiser, and that could have led me to problems that I've had in the past. So yeah, let me bring this down. So, oh, nice and light. Ah, and I do agree with Lauren on something else. It does smell like cooking oil. Yes, there is olive oil in this. And that, yeah, put this on my Care Bear too. So there we go. So yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just do like I did on my previous video. I'll check in with you over the next few days. I don't think I should use this too often. Actually, now I think about it, why didn't I read the instructions out to you? And that, yeah, Tattoo Goo lotion with Helix Gold for new tattoos. Apply a thin layer to tattoos 3 to 4 times a day. Now, bearing in mind, they do say that you should use this one really when scabs are starting to form and all of that look. So we're not quite at the scabby stage yet, but like I said, because of all the trauma it's been through and I've got dry skin, I don't think day 3 is too early to use this. I mean, as you saw, it's soaked in. And that's the other thing. Oh my God, my skin feels so soft, but more importantly, it's completely matte. There's nothing that's gone right in. So this, I would highly recommend this. Yes, apply a thin layer as needed, as frequently, basing on the amount of colour or how dry your tattoo is. Right. So I think I will, I mean, this is middle of the afternoon, so I think I'll probably put some more of this on maybe just before I go to bed. Luckily, also, this is really small, so I'm going out tomorrow. So I'll definitely take this with me and take you along to try it. I mean, let's just hope that this doesn't go all like full-blown scabby, because believe me, this is seriously unknown territory for me. So until next time, guys. Hey guys, just a quick one here, since I don't know if you can tell or not, but yeah, just holding the phone up. It's Monday morning, got ready as you can see, felt the tattoo. Once again, it's not scabby, but it's definitely getting tighter. So just put some more of that lotion on so far, so I'll definitely be taking that with me. I think, yeah, when they say about 3 to 4 times a day to apply that small layer on that, I think I'm pretty much on course for that. So check in with you later. Bye bye. Oh no, wait a minute, before I do that, as you can see, I hope you can see that, okay, and that, yeah, not looking scabby just yet, I don't think, is it? No? Alright, bye-bye. Hi guys. Oh, excuse me while I smooth the hair down. Yeah, been super busy and today, and I'm literally just calming down. Now, oh god, what is it? It's like 6:40 p.m. right now. Now, this is Tuesday evening now. Now, this is my significant update. Now, actually, show you the tattoo. I don't know how much of it you can tell at the moment. Now, when I feel it, it's like I can sort of feel like in certain areas the sort of coarseness as such, like you'd expect scabs, but I can't feel full-blown scabs yet. Now, bearing in mind I did use second skin for you know, 2.5 days, so that could be the difference. But the thing I wanted to report on is I'm absolutely loving this, but the thing is, even though it said to use a thin layer, now I'm guessing it's because I've got dry skin, and I found that my skin was absorbing this so fast. Now, the only criticism I have is the fact that this was £6, and as you can see, I feel as if I've already gone through about a third of this tube already. So I suddenly remembered, and I rewatched Lauren's oh god, this skin of mine, Tattoo Goo video, and that stuff she said was amazing when it's full-blown scabby, but more importantly when you get the itchy phase. So with that in mind, I didn't want to use this too often. I run out of it before I get to my key thing. So I know it's a little bit controversial to mix this, but I think I remember Lauren saying that she's mixed moisturizers and that. So I still had some of this left over. Yeah, it's just from Superdrug. It's vitamin E skincare. Yes, natural body lotion with oatmeal extract, and it's also got coconut in it. So this is, if you apply this on, it is quite thick, but I've been using a thin layer for this so that I'm not using the Tattoo Goo all the time. But I am starting to notice that I think I probably will be using that sometime in the near future, because like I said, I'm feeling that coarseness, but I don't know if I'm going to get full-blown scabby or not. I mean, like I said, this is still unknown territory for me. So I just thought I'd report that, the fact that for the moment, I'm just still going to use just very, very light dabs of this and keep that in case I get the itchy stage, because believe me, I've had the itchy stage on quite a few tattoos and they're not nice. So ta-ta for now. Just thought I'd let you know. Bye-bye. Hey guys, just checking in on Wednesday evening. Yeah, it's about 8:30 in the evening. I must admit, That's the one good thing about still at this time of year, even though we've just passed the longest day of the year, it's still light until quite late in the evening. I don't know why I keep, ever since this first intro video, I don't seem to want to get my selfie stick out. Anywho, why am I checking in? Well, just had a really predominant stage gone. Of course, as far as I know you don't soak tattoos in baths, but of course, can't go days on end with not cleaning myself. So just got in the bath a few hours ago, and of course, what I do is I keep my leg out of on the bath rack so it doesn't get wet and that. But just literally just looked down at my tattoo, and unfortunately can't show you what I mean by that live, but I'll insert a picture now. Yeah, I hope it did come through on the picture. I think it did. Yeah, full on scabby stage. Of course, I don't know if anyone here's ever got leg tattoos, and then, you know, it's always a case of when you get in the bath, of course, when it's that lower leg, you always get it slightly wet. But of course, what I did is I always have a towel right next to me, and I dry it off immediately so there's no excess water on it. And I did get a bit of a clean, but either way, I don't know if it's that. But as you can see, I mean, I've been feeling scabs sort of underneath the skin for a couple of days, but as you can see from that photo, we are now in full-blown scabby territory. So I've just applied some more Tattoo Goo. I think now I'm at that point now where I think I'll drop, because as I told you in that previous clip of mine, what I was doing is I was using that like morning and evening, and then if I needed a bit in the daytime, I was just putting a very little amount of my vitamin E cream on, just for the fact that that tube, it's not really very big. And I'm sorry to say this, I have a feeling that if this goes on as long as possible, I might need to buy a new tube nearly, maybe not quite every tattoo, but it might be like every other tattoo. So, but I think now I'm in that full-blown scabby stage, I think I will be using Tattoo Goo permanently. And I must admit, so far, now of course I'm used to using second skin, so under normal circumstances I would have taken the second skin off today and I would have only just started applying moisturizer. So I can't say that I'm going to avoid the itchy stage yet, but I usually start getting the itchy phase sometimes actually as early as while I've still got the second skin on, and I haven't had that yet, so who knows. But after that, and also showing it to a good friend of mine today, it sounds like to me I'm probably going to be pretty scabby, I would guess, probably for about, what, next week or so. So, oh well. Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, so far, I'm really liking that Tattoo Goo. As Lauren said, it really sinks in well. I just wish there was a bigger tube that wasn't, and it wasn't so expensive. I am starting to agree with her. I think, actually, do you know what? Even though I'm not sure if I would have used those other two products, I think she might be right. Maybe I should have bought the salve as well as the lotion. But I think my vitamin E lotion did also stand me in good stead for that as well. So who knows? But so far, I'm really enjoying that stuff. I just wish it was in a bigger tube and it wasn't so expensive. That's the only thing. So, bye. Hey guys, yeah, it's Monday the 28th of June. I know, I haven't checked in for a while because, to tell you the truth, like Lauren had on her video, not a lot has changed. As I showed you on that last clip, it had seriously started to get scabby and peely. I don't know for sure. If I have mentioned, I do apologise, but once it started scabbing, I had, all I can say is it's not even like peeling. I had a full-blown shedding moment where I had like great clumps of like, it looked like, you know, ink. I had it like I was shedding all over the place. Nothing, I mean, it was a lot, but of course there's a lot of colour and all of that lot. I'm going to insert a photo here. That was my tattoo that I literally took a few hours ago when I was coming back. I've been out all day and all of that lot. And even though this was me reviewing Tattoo Goo as well as seeing what it was like with Second Skin, once again, can't fault that Tattoo Goo whatsoever. I literally had the very, very, very barest urge to scratch my tattoo. Not enough that I even had to smack it this morning. But I then realised, wait a minute, I don't know what happened. Either, literally, I must have either just been busy, which I kind of have on Sunday, you know, Sunday dinner and all of that lot. Or maybe I just wasn't that, I didn't need it that much. But I remember I actually only moisturised my tattoo once yesterday. So I think it was probably due to that. I'm used to putting moisturiser on at least a couple of times a day, maybe even more. Like I said, can't fault that Tattoo Goo. It literally is quick absorbing, goes straight in. But I know some people say you shouldn't really do that, but I am also throwing in from time to time. I'm still throwing in that vitamin E body lotion I have that's got oatmeal and coconut extract. I get it from Superdrug. It's really, really pure, you know, it's cruelty free and all of that. There's nothing nasty in it and that. And as you can see on that photo, talk about have I got some lovely scabs on that thing. So as far as I can tell, bearing in mind, like I said, I've never gone through this whole thing. And I also did send a photo to my artist, Siobhan. She did say that, yeah, if I do need a touch-up, of course I can go in. At least that's easy for me. Yeah, I think there's a small possibility if you can go back to that photo. I think I don't know quite what's going on, but there's a little thing going on the brim of his hat. It's definitely a scab, but it doesn't quite look like a scab, and I think I can see that I might have lost a little bit of ink there possibly, or it could just be like this mega scab. I can't quite make it out. But no, I think if I do need a touch-up, I don't think it will be that bad. I think I need a touch-up more because I actually messaged her saying, why is it that there isn't that much white ink on the on Mickey's hands? Because remember, Mickey normally wears full-blown white gloves, and it's very minimal on this. And also I did say that there wasn't a lot of pale blue on the stars on his hat. So that's my latest so far. And of course how long are we in now? 10 days now? I could seriously see why Lauren got sick and tired of this traditional method. Although, could this have been a lot worse? Yeah, but all this waiting around for all these scabs, you know, usually by now, you know, I would have taken the second skin off 5 days ago and I would have just been in a bit of the dry and a little bit of the itchy phase by now. But would it have been like this? So overall, I suppose it hasn't been terrible, but I do see what you guys mean by it does still feel a bit like you're babysitting your tattoos. So anyway, that's my latest. Cute. Hey guys. Yes. I know. Excuse the lighting. It is in the evening. Or maybe that's a bit better. And that, yeah, it's July the 1st. Well, late July the 1st. Yeah, that's the reason why there's birthday cards up. It's my mum's birthday today. And that, yeah, just thought I'd come and check in because I'd almost forgot about this whole diary thing. Yeah, I still have been carrying on using the Tattoo Goo, but like I mentioned in my previous clip, I have also been using my vitamin E cream, just for the fact that literally it's purely my only perspective. Sorry about that, I had the TV on, don't want to get the sound in the background. Yeah, now I've purely only done this because of myself. Now my skin, because it is so damn dry, seriously, even though the Tattoo Goo, and all I'm going to, and by the way, one thing I definitely have noticed about using that, which if I ever have to go this whole traditional route again, which I hope I don't have to, I definitely will use this again, because guess what? I've literally not had any itchiness at all, apart from the nearest speck of it a couple of days ago, which I did document it on, and just a couple of slabs of Tattoo Goo, and it pretty much went away. But anyway, my God, this video is going to be so long. The reason why I'm updating you right now is because pretty much in the last 24 hours, and literally in the last few minutes, and I was rubbing some more Tattoo Goo on, I am literally getting a load of scabs flaking off and all of that lot. I have still got some. Yeah, I'll insert a picture here. There we go. Turn the overhead light on. That's much better. Yeah. As you may have noticed, I did keep that photo going a little longer than I usually do. That's because when I say I've had a lot of scabs fall off, I did notice one on Mickey's foot, and it did very slightly bleed, which did make me think, uh-oh. I mean, literally, I just rubbed my lotion on it and it came off, but I am wondering if that has come off slightly prematurely. So I think a new scab might form them. I'm just hoping I haven't lost any ink, but it is possible. But the thing is, I've already sort of warned my artist that I might want to touch up on this even before it started scabbing, because I did notice that she didn't put a lot of white ink on his hands. As you know, Mickey often wears like white gloves usually, and she didn't put as much blue on the stars and that. So I think I was going to go in for a touch up on this anyway. And as you can see, there's still that big scab on my on the brim of the hat. So I'm not there yet, but I'm just thinking tomorrow's Friday, so this tattoo is 2 weeks old, and as I've said in this video, you know, it's the first time I've ever done this the traditional way. I don't think that is too bad. So, I don't know how many more of these clips I'll do. I'm wondering if whether or not maybe I should just take some still shots and leave it at this. And that, do you know what? I think that might actually be best, because otherwise I think this video is going to turn into really, really long and really, really rambly, if you know what I mean. So my impressions are, I'm definitely going to stick with this Tattoo Goo, because the other thing I've decided, and do you know what? I don't even know why I hadn't thought of doing this before. I still want to carry on using Second Skin, and I use TattooMed and that. But I do agree with Siobhan and all of you guys on the Facebook page that did say this. I think what probably happened is me ripping off the first piece and then putting another one literally did aggravate the skin, and because it was so traumatized because of how long the tattoo took and how many colors there were, I think the skin got aggravated from there. So I have decided from now on, and I literally, like I said, I don't know why, well, I sort of do, I'm gonna, this isn't like second Sanoderm where you have to remove it after 24 hours. From now on, I'm literally just going to put that on, and I'm actually just going to leave it on for the full 5 days that it says. Even though it'll mean, yes, and this is probably the reason why I think I did used to change it. Even though it'll mean I'll have ink spillage all over it, to the truth, I think keeping all of that fluid in probably actually would keep the tattoo even more moist, which would stop scabbing, because I have been known to get little tiny scabs that have actually eventually happened later that have actually led me to have to get touch-ups. That's what happened with my Care Bear, for example, and believe me, that one was absolutely awful. It was, but luckily I've got my Care Bear fixed now, thankfully, as you know, and all of that lot. So yeah, but I do think that if I get you know, But will I carry on using Tattoo Goo? Yes, I think I will. I think what I probably would do is once I've taken the second skin off, I would just use my normal vitamin E body lotion, although I'm going to have to get another one because I've used so much of it. I haven't just used it on my tattoos, I've used it on other things and that. But if I get any whiff of any itchy phase, I know I'll be whipping that out because, you know, scabs and doing this the old fashioned way. I can't believe 2 weeks in and I've pretty much been itchy free. So yeah, so thank you very much for this, guys. But of course, this won't be completely the end. What I'll do is I'll carry on taking photographs. I mean, I'm guessing, I knew that one big scab, that is going to be the really long haul and that. And I'll just be glad when that falls off because to hear the truth, one thing I am getting sick of is getting in the bath and having to keep my leg completely out because of course that's, that's one thing you don't do. You don't soak tattoos because I believe that is actually what can drop scabs off early. So alright guys, thanks, bye. Hey everyone. Well, it's still the 1st of July, although it's getting near not far off midnight. Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover here because I've since videoing that last clip, I've put all these clips and videos together, and this video is over 36 minutes long. So I figured what I will do is, I think this video is more than long enough. You know, you've seen what scabs look like when they've fallen off and everything, and if I get any complications or whatever, I'll let you know in the comments section for this. But overall, the main thing about this video was me reviewing Tattoo Goo and all of that lot. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope you found this video helpful and useful.